Just it's the wrong camera.
I went to the other one.
We'll just turn it towards you. It's still in the settings you like from the last time.
Okay. Can everybody see me and hear me? I don't want. Can we?
I can fix it. Fix it like this.
How did it go there?
Yeah, it just close out. You're good.
Okay. Hey guys. Hello. We had a lot of technical difficulties. Becky, do you see a bag? I need mint, something smelling like that. And I need it.
Oh, look.
Everyone can hear me. All right, I threw an icebreaker on TikTok while we were waiting for YouTube. So many technical difficulties. I don't think I'll ever go live again. We'll see how this goes. I don't think this will happen again. So welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. TikTok does seem better. It's just that I don't know if I can stream it on the computer yet. I'm doing it through my phone. Thank you for doing this, Christine. You are very welcome. YouTube's blurry, and I feel like I'm tilted. So this is a little bit better. Okay, a little bit better. And everybody can hear me good. Testing, checking, good. Okay. All right. First off, dropping the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Last time I went live, we had people from all over the world. I started asking on TikTok, and we're getting people from everywhere. So it's really nice to see. I just wanted to see where everybody's from. California, people in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Tennessee, wow, everywhere around the world. First off, I want to stop and say thank you. Thank you to my friends, my family, social media family, all the supporters around the world who are here supporting my brother Dom and his friend Davion. Thank you to everyone sharing my podcast. Thank you for the kind comments, the stories about my brother that I've been seeing and hearing, and the stories people have shared about their own experiences with grief. I can't even begin to explain how much this all means to me. It means to my entire family. Before I decided to do the Netflix documentary, I obviously knew my brother's case had gone viral. But honestly, all I had ever really seen online were negative things. Friends, family, and even my followers were constantly sending me things I never wanted to see. Terrible comments about my brother, body cam footage from the night he died, videos of my dad and my mom finding out he had passed away, disgusting, vile things said about my brother from people that I didn't even know. So the change in seeing everything negative to like positive about Dom now and all the people that support him, it's amazing. It really is. I feel like we have an entire army behind us. I turned down the Netflix documentary several times, but after thinking about it for months, at the very last second, I said yes, that I would do it. I wanted to talk about my brother. I knew everyone else was going to be interviewed, and I wanted my voice to be heard when it came to my brother. My brother. Fast forward almost a year later, I knew the documentary was going to be huge, and I knew I had to protect my brother's image online. One day I woke up and I said I want to make a podcast in honor of my brother. I called my cousin to help me get it started, and here we are. And now I feel like I said I have an entire army behind us. It doesn't feel like just me and my siblings fighting trolls online every single day anymore. I finally feel like my voice is being heard. My family is so thankful for what I've done because the family members who are on social media have felt the same hopelessness I've felt for the last 4 years. This podcast is way overdue. My only regret is that I didn't start it sooner. So let me get into tonight and what brings us here. My brother and his friend Davion, they were murdered on July 31st, 2022 by Mackenzie Shirilla. I waited 4 years to start publicly defending my brother because I truly felt like I was up against the entire internet. I felt like people everywhere were disrespecting him, and it disgusted me to watch strangers speak on someone they never even knew. I was overwhelmed with grief then, and honestly, I still am. Every second of every day, but now it feels better because I'm finally able to defend him publicly. Before I felt helpless, now I have this podcast where I can speak about my brother, help others through grief, and also spread awareness about domestic violence, especially amongst teens. Let me also say this. I never wanted my brother to be murdered. I never wanted to hate Mackenzie, her parents, or the people online defending her. Last night, I couldn't even sleep because I broke down so upset, feeling bad for Mackenzie and her family. Is it her fault that she was born the way she is? I don't know. Was it the way she was raised? I don't know. But I do know that this entire situation is tragic. None of this was supposed to happen. None of their lives were supposed to turn out like this. And no, they would not still be together today. He was constantly trying to break up with her. Like she said in the documentary, we probably would have been married by now. No, they absolutely would not have been. I truly wish, and I hope Mackenzie and her family hear this, that you would finally admit what happened, tell us the truth about what happened in that car, ask God for forgiveness, make things right with us and with the Flanagan family. I wish you would show remorse. I wish you felt bad. I wish I could forgive you. I wish I could move on. I wish this never happened. And if you're watching this, please stop allowing people to disrespect Dominic. He is not here to defend himself. And that goes to the Shirillas. I'm only speculating here. I don't know this for a fact, but I do wonder if maybe part of agreeing to do the documentary involved Netflix sharing that Facebook page that they have. Again, I don't know that for sure. That's just my opinion. So now that brings me to today. And that's the Netflix documentary. That's a little background I just shared. I pre-wrote it. Like I said, I had been in such a rush. As soon as this documentary came out, it's like I've been on overload. My brain feels overloaded. I surround myself with chaos. That's how I have learned to cope with my grief. Whether that's healthy or not, probably not. But that's what I do. So I knew the movie was coming out. I knew shit was about to get really, really sad. And so I started a podcast. And here we are. So this is my second live, guys. Or third, I don't know. I'm just really, really new at this. So I'm going to try to remember to we were almost at 9:24 but I'm going to remember to look at the chats as well as on both, on TikTok and YouTube. Like I said, we had a little bit of technical hiccups, but
yeah,
that brings us into today. Okay, so the documentary, it came out Friday. I take it everybody saw it, right? I saw it back in January, where they let me preview it. It came from the UK, the producers, who were very nice. And let me set the record straight about this, you guys. I am not mad at Netflix. They are paid for entertainment. That's their job. It's not Netflix, and it wasn't the production company. I'm not mad at the production company either, or any of the producers that I've met. Be like any of you guys. I'm not mad at the production of it. I'm mad at the misinformation and the liars that's a part of it, and they can't control the lying that went on. So that is my goal here. I'm going to correct the misinformation. I'm going to give you my thoughts on everything. I'm going to give you guys never before heard things that the public just has not heard. Things that, like, you guys, you have a movie. This isn't a movie. It's my life. It's our life. My family's life. The Flanagan's life. You guys get a movie and you get what you're given. You didn't live through the situation. You don't know everything. You have what social media has and what you were given for entertainment. So things are put out in a way to entertain, right? What is it called? Rage bait, whatever. And it's supposed to be entertaining. Now, that's why I said, okay, I'm going to actually debunk all the rumors. I'm going to give you bits and pieces that the world does not know about so that you guys can see the way that we see it, why I know that Mackenzie's guilty, why I miss my brother. I'm going to go on and on. This was going to be I was going to call it a one-night special. It's not looking like a one-night special. I think I might have to divide this into like 6 episodes or else we'll be here all night. But I do have some really good stuff to go over tonight. So please share, you guys. My goal here, and I'm gonna say this 1 million times, is to build a platform that's louder than my brother's murderer and any of her evil minions. Okay? So please please share, tell your friends, people watching the movie. Please mention my podcast. I want to say the things. I want people to get the truth from me. Who knows the truth? Who's not? I'm not putting things out for entertainment. Okay? I want to set the record straight. My brother can't defend himself. He's not here anymore. And as a big sister, hence the Big Sister Unhinged, that's my job. I don't know if you guys have siblings out there. And if you did, you would know how I felt. Up until you lose a sibling, you can't imagine what it's been like watching my parents grieve, watching my siblings grieve, my children. And at the same time, like I said last night, I feel bad for the Shirillas. I feel bad for Kenzie. This was not supposed to happen. Like, I wish she wasn't the way she was. You know? Keep the comments coming in. You got your phone back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to shut that off.
I forgot to introduce Becky because
All the
we've done
tech
this a couple
issues.
times. All the tech issues. I got really
Oh, so frustrating, guys.
Yeah, that was rough. But this is Becky, you guys. This is my cousin Becky.
Hi.
She's helping me with
Fluster
everything.
with all this tech stuff that I'm about to smash on a wall.
You
Yeah.
should have just did this to begin with. That's what.
Well, because we have all this stuff. So, guys, we actually had a whole lot of stuff we wanted to be showing you tonight, and we had photos and texts and videos, but our stream would not work, so we had to direct stream. So I don't have anything anymore.
I had a bag of mints around.
I looked around. Yeah,
You'd be able to let me find it.
I looked. Your gum is empty.
No, I just bought a bag along with that fan. No. All right, don't even then. If it's not right here, then I don't know where I put it. It would be a bag of stuff with the. Sorry, I needed a mint because my mouth gets dry. I did 5 interviews Friday. I don't know if you guys have checked out the news. I did a few interviews yesterday. I'm doing this today. I was trying to prepare, so my brain's going. It's just been a really hectic few days. My phone has been going. Okay, here's another thing. If I have not gotten back to you guys, I apologize. My phone has been ringing off the hook with people that I don't know, people that I haven't talked to in 20 years, people I do know. It's been really, really hectic. So if I haven't texted you back, I apologize. Give me a while. Messages, I am looking. I'm like randomly with the supporters out there. I'm seeing them. It's just I'm not replying to most of them because I just don't have the time. But I see it and I appreciate it. And keep it up, please. I'm gonna read a few comments now.
If you see somebody on there named Pocahontas, then I think you can right click on them and make them a mod, please. Whoever that is, they're getting muted.
I'm not worried about it. All right. UK. Oh, here she is. So right click on her. Hold on 1 second. There's so many comments coming in that I can't.
You can't focus on it?
It's not make her a mod.
Whoever's texting me is going to die.
All right. We're just don't even worry about it. Okay, so first on the agenda, we were gonna play pieces and clips for you, but like I said, we had a lot of tech support, tech issues, and we're not gonna do that any longer. We're winging this.
We are winging this
Thousands of people
tonight.
watching me, no pressure, right? No pressure at all, whatsoever. Christine for president. Thank you, Andy, you're the best. All right, more. Okay. All right, so let's get to what I was going to talk about tonight before I run out of time. My last live went like 3 hours long. I'm not doing it tonight. I have to get the kids to bed.
Why does it say that?
Becky's mic isn't working. Switch mics.
Oh, my mic's not working.
You can't hear me. Can you guys hear? Can you hear me, Christine?
Or can you hear me?
Becky's too loud.
Oh.
My Christine's not working. My
Go here. Then just use this one.
Becky's mic works. Thank you guys. See?
Thanks, peoples.
How's that? How long were you gonna let me go on without telling me my mic didn't work? Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay. We good now? Perfect. Welcome back. And I'm not too loud, right? Okay. Oh my god. Don't share this with anybody. This is gonna stay in between TikTok, us, whoever's in this now. Don't share it out. Okay. Let's get to I made an agenda. I'm in management, let's say that. So I have an icebreaker I did. Now I'm going to get to the agenda. Okay. So I'm really winging this. This is what I'll talk about. I'm going to get into what I can today because we really have to share a screen for a lot of this. I really apologize. I'm going to start with this. Some of us in my family thought it was an accident at first. So when the crash first happened, I thought it was an accident for 3 or 4 months. Yeah, just between us, 1,000. Yes, thank you. I thought it was an accident. So there'll be things that I say sometimes so she was at even 1 second. I was reading a comment. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my agenda this way, guys. 1 second. Becky. I need you to. And I'm gonna pass the mic while I pull this up. Becky's gonna talk.
Well, so really the only thing that, since I don't have my screens, because like I'm a very tech person and I had a whole bunch of examples to bring up for everything I want to talk about. But the one thing that I've been seeing reoccurring here in these comments and these groups and stuff is the medical episode. So I'm just going to go right into this because I've been holding this back for like weeks, trying to just wait for the right time to get into this, where we talk about this medical episode that she had, or that they think she had. So the first things first is, I don't know if anybody else has ever, like I have been in a car with a driver that has passed out at the wheel. And I don't know if you ever have. It's scary. So I had a driver, he was sick at the time and he was coughing a lot. I don't know if he just coughed too hard or what, but he passed out. Like he was coughing really hard, passed out, blacked out right at the wheel. And he was probably going about 20, 25 miles per hour. When the person next to you becomes incapacitated, it probably took me all of 5 seconds to grab that wheel, turn the car off, put the car into neutral, and then I even jumped on top of the person, hit the brake, and put the car in park. But I'm telling you, that took all of maybe 5 seconds to look and react. So my main issue with them saying medical episode is, what kind of people would sit in the passenger seat and the back seat for an entire 20 seconds watching somebody have a seizure and not act and not do something and not push her leg off the gas pedal, not grab the wheel earlier? Because we have the black box recording. We have the evidence showing that this wheel was controlled. The steering wheel was controlled all the way down the street. The only time it showed a jerk to the passenger side and then back to control position was 5 seconds before it hit the building. So you tell me why they never made any attempts to grab the steering wheel at any point prior to that while she was seizing in the front seat. And then the steering wheel gear shifter going, neutral back into drive. Why wouldn't that have happened as soon as she started having a seizure? Why wouldn't they have been pushing that into neutral and back into drive? Like, these are not dumb boys. People want to act like these are just dumb kids. Dominic was really smart. Dominic was a very smart kid, very level-headed, very calm and calculated. Like, he would have known what to do immediately. Now, my theory, because this is opinions and I'm allowed to have my opinions and I have them. Mackenzie was always known for speeding. That was her thing. She was a crazy driver. She was known for speeding, and she was known for getting angry with Dominic and becoming an aggressive driver. So my thought is they get in a fight, she starts speeding up, and they don't think she's really going to do it. They think she's bluffing. So that's why there's no maneuvers to stop her or do anything, because at that point, she's just speeding. Now, when you get to a point where you're looking at that brick building, knowing this car is now going too fast for us to safely stop, that's when the safety maneuvers would start to happen. And that's exactly what the black box showed. It showed within 5 seconds of hitting the building. It didn't show 15 seconds prior or 20 seconds prior. Only within the 5 seconds before they hit the building, gear shifter went neutral back into drive. The steering wheel was jerked to the passenger side and then back into control position. This is only because they realized she was not bluffing. And that is why this could not be a medical episode. So that's all. I just wanted to kind of put that to bed, because the medical episode thing is just so ridiculous to me. Nobody sits in a car letting the person next to you have a seizure for an entire 20 seconds before you decide to grab at the steering wheel or grab at the gear shifter. So it is just a little too far-fetched for me to believe it was a medical episode.
So Becky did not sit through the trial.
I did not.
I sat through the trial. So Becky actually, for the last, I'll give you a quick background because a lot of you guys don't know where we're coming from. But Becky became completely. This is our cousin. So, and it's Dom's cousin. She became completely obsessed with the facts of the case and, like, you know, from a little bit of a distance. I sat through the trial, and she's got a lot of, and she has looked into the calls, the text messages, everything on the internet. Whereas me, as I stayed as far away from, if I saw Mackenzie or Dom involved for the last 4 years, I wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't look. I maybe a click here or there. Like, I didn't want to open my phone half the time. People send you the craziest things. Yet you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, there's my brother crashing into a wall. Thank you, Sally, for sending that to me on this lovely Sunday morning. Like, it was really terrible. So I woke up one day and I called her and I was like, I need to make a podcast because I'm sick and tired of watching the internet and everyone behind the Shirillas form their opinions and go talk out the side of their neck about my brother and have no idea who he is or what went on. Which leads me into, I really wish that I could share things with you guys. And Becky, if you could lean over, we can share the screen, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to talk about the people that are just, I'll tell you one, hold on. I want to talk about the people that were in the movie. We'll start with that without me showing you guys things. So obviously the Flanagans, most amazing people in the world. I feel a very, very strong connection with them. I feel guilty. I feel my heart breaks for them. I would have taken Davion's spot for him. I feel so terribly guilty for them. But they were in it. There was also me and my father. And then there was the Shirillas and her evil minions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to set one thing straight here. The friends in the YouTube, the friends in the Netflix documentary they are not Dominic's friends. Okay, they were more of acquaintances. They hung out. Okay, they were in the same friend group. They were Kenzie's best friends. Okay. I want to read you guys something also. I can't read it because my phone's up there. They are posing as Dominic's friends. Thank you, Abby. They're posing as Dominic's friends. and at the same time saying terrible, disgusting things about him for the entire world to see. And he was friends with Davion as well, but they weren't best friends. They weren't like how they're making it out to be. They hung out and partied like in the same group. I think Davion stayed there for a few days with Landon or something. The way I impersonate Landon, I'll go like this. Oh yeah, dude. Dom is like my best friend. We were about to be, oh, this is him in the movie. We're about to be, what did they say? The best unstoppable. This friend group was about to be unstoppable. And then he goes like this. Well, you know, Dominic, he was a drug dealer and yeah, Dominic, you reminded me of Yoda, and dude, he was a drug dealer. So it's like you are trying to pose as my brother's friend, and then say terrible things because those are Kenzie's friends. They talk all the time in prison. You guys have heard the calls, yada yada yada. Okay, they were from day one. Those are Kenzie's friends. I wanted to let everybody know those are not Dom's friends. I also want to let you guys know, and I'm going to get into so much more. In the weeks to come, I promise you I'm going to get this tech stuff right. Next Sunday we'll shoot for the same live at 8 o'clock, same time. But I want to piece by piece go through the movie and let you guys know just what was fact, what was fiction, what was made up, what was a lie, what certain things meant, how they edited certain things to look like. Just I'm going to go through it all. But I wanted to get that straight. Now I have some notes about that. Now that leads me to Rosie as well, Rosie and Landon. I wanted to let you guys know, like, there are certain parts, like Rosie refused to talk to the police, the detectives the entire time, right? Yeah, the entire time. So it was funny that she was in the Netflix movie when she completely, her best friend murdered, let's say her best friend killed 2 people, and then right away she refused to talk to the detectives about anything. She would not talk to the police. Kind of weird, right? When you're claiming that your best friend is innocent. And she also claims in the movie, I heard, because I haven't watched it all yet. I've had a hard time watching it. She also claims that Kenzie and Dom never fought. Now, a couple things about that. So she does state that in the movie, right?
Yes.
So it's on video. The fight is on video. You want to pull that up?
I can try.
Okay, we're gonna try to pull that up. Go ahead, you pull it up. I'll share that last. Nope, pull it up first. Nope.
No.
You pull it up on the computer, and then we're gonna share it. I'm gonna try to pull it up for you guys. TikTok, I'm trying to pull up the video. If you guys, we're gonna post this afterwards. You'll see the stuff that we shared. But there's a video. They played it at trial. I haven't seen it since, but it's a video of Dom. Dom grabbed our buddy's phone. Our buddy, I'm not gonna name him, but our buddy's phone that was at Dom's house. And Kenzie was going crazy on him outside, threatening him, calling him the most disgusting names. And Dominic, just like he always was, remained completely level-headed, and started videotaping her, probably knowing that she was about to F something up. So hold on, press pause. Let me see this now. Thank you. So I'm going to share. Sorry, guys. Also share tab audio.
Or entire screen and then just pull it up.
There we go. All right. I'm sharing it and I'm going to play it real quick. TikTok, you should be able to hear it.
It should be playing volume for them already. It's already all the way up.
Okay. Can you hear that, YouTube?
No volume.
Okay. All right, we're not going to.
See if there's volume on there at all.
Where, Beck?
Is it? No, it's all the way up.
Yeah, that's all right. So we will.
We're gonna make a video for you guys and drop it this week with this stuff in it.
Anyways, it didn't work. Okay, so
Just tech issues. Technology.
one more time, watch this. I'm gonna get it.
Oh,
I got it. 1 second,
Crap, it's
guys.
files. Just go to the files, and then it's already that one.
All right. One more time. Here it goes.
Like before, you lied. You lied and said you
Can
would
you hear
never
that?
lock me out of the house again. That is why we got back together last time we broke up.
Can you hear it?
But I forgot. You
You
can
broke
never
up
Yeah,
with me
so
your
we'll
earlier.
chat down. Okay,
because
thank you.
you are a
Got it.
little fucking weak bitch.
You broke
So
up
this is your
with me
last
earlier.
chance.
You
This
really
was
broke
what,
up
how
with me
many-
earlier.
This is your last chance to open the door, or you are not coming out of this house all night, because I will not leave.
You literally broke up with me earlier. Like what is the point you're trying to, like, you broke up with me, like, earlier. Like, what point
No,
are you
no,
trying to
I
say?
didn't.
Yes, you did. You
I
said we're
didn't.
not
I
together.
didn't.
You really said that shit. Like, you really broke up with me earlier. Like, what are you trying to make? Like, why would I just let you in the house
One.
if you break up with me and you're threatening to break my shit?
Two,
Like, you're threatening to key my car, threatening to break
I will
the
key your
doors.
car
Like,
if you do not let me in the house.
you're gonna key my car if I don't let
If you
Right
don't
now,
let me in the
TikTok,
house, yes.
On YouTube,
What the
we're playing the clip, and
Yeah,
you
I
can
know,
hear
so
it
just let me in
finally.
the house.
She is
No,
calling
like,
him
why
the
can't
most
you just
disgusting
be, like,
names, threatening
calm
to
at least
key
for a
his
second? I
car.
don't feel
I
comfortable
am
letting you
calm.
in the
I
house.
am
Like,
Poor
calm. I don't
Dom
think
is like,
you get
Kenzie,
to
just go
decide that with
home,
your
just go
fucking weird ass,
home.
you
like,
really threatening to
trauma
keep,
problems.
you really threatening
He just
to fucking
is
key my
staying level
car
headed, and
and
she's
shit.
just, you
What
guys have
else you
probably heard it.
threatening?
And I will be putting it
Dom,
out there, and I'm
give
going
you
to
one last chance
redo
to
this
open the door. I'm
entire
gonna leave and do what I said I was
live.
gonna do.
I'll stop it
What do
there. So Rosie in a movie for the entire world to see says that, you know, Dom and Kenzie never fought. After seeing that, now you believe that they fought, right? So for about a year, they were studying breaking up. Abby, my cousin, she's in the YouTube right now. She witnessed personally. I was 13 years older than Dominic. He definitely didn't share his relationship issues with me. But he did his closest friends. His closest friends were not in the movie. His closest friends won't they won't do this. I will get a couple of his friends. I do have a couple of his friends, his real friends, that are going to come on. I'm also going to the girl Kat who was in prison with her. I have her coming on. I'll have her on this week. I have I know people personally that the Sharillas have done really weird, terrible things to. I have them coming on. I'm taping all this all week. So this is why this was like a pop-up, like I want to, grab your guys' attention to let you know what's about to come, because it's about to get pretty intense. Almost so much that I was like, I think I might be in a little bit over my head with a lot of it, but we'll get it together.
We can still call video.
So there was another thing that I was asked last night on it was YouTube Streets. Thank you again for having me. I really enjoyed talking with you guys. I was on there live last night and I was being interviewed, and one of the questions, because I didn't rewatch the movie, I saw it months ago and I don't ever want to think about it again. Started watching it here and there. One of the questions they asked that's surrounding this is the text, the I love you text from Dominic to my dad in the middle of the night at 2:53 in the morning. Okay. Everybody's like, oh my God. He knew this was happening. Like, was this planned or blah, 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 blah. That is completely normal in my family. Abby, you can attest to that because my dad texts you that as well. But my dad randomly texts his children and people that he loves, and I love you. And we also text my dad I love yous randomly as well. In fact, that night I texted my dad at 1 a.m. and I love you, Dad. Nothing else, But I just wanted to let you guys know there's a lot of stuff you won't know until I tell you. That is completely normal in our family.
It's just not in this room.
Yeah, it was too early in the morning before Dom even knew what was going to happen. Right. What my take on it is, and I truly believe that they got in a fight at the top of the street and she snapped.
Yes.
That's
Or even before. So hold on.
I don't
Mic
think
me.
that.
Hold on, mic
Okay.
me, 'cause
All right,
this is
Becky
my
will give you
opinion.
her take. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't
So-
talk too loud.
I've been having to go through these texts and calls again, and something jumped out at me, Christine. There is a phone call where Mackenzie is talking to her mom, and she said she woke up and Dom wasn't by her, and that made her mad. And it still made her mad months later in prison, where it was enough for her to bring it up and say it to her mom. He wasn't with me that morning, and that wasn't right, or something about that. I still wonder about that. Where was he? My opinion is she woke up that morning angry. She woke up that morning done. She woke up that morning wanting to end it all, because there is also talk that she didn't want to bring Davion with her. And at the last minute, she said, fine. And you know what? In my mind, that's because before she left that house, she already knew what she was going to do. She had that. And that's why I say, I don't think she necessarily scouted the route earlier, but I 100% knew she chose that road, and she knew that there was a brick wall at the end of the street. So maybe not calling it scouting out the route, but I do 100% know that she premeditated that.
So that's where me and Becky will disagree. Is
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't. And guess what? We don't know what happens in the car until Kenzie tells us. Now, she believes that it was premeditated. I don't. Now, our family, like I said in my little script before, we just want to know what happened and the truth, what my brother's last words were. I want remorse. Sharillas, if you're out there and you see this, I don't want to bash you. I am going to set the record straight. I don't want to bash you at all. In fact, it's very, very sad. I'm empathetic. I'm a nice person. I feel terrible for you people, but I am not going to let you guys let people bash my brother anymore. It's not happening any longer. So you have the power to have me stop calling you guys out for your lying, and it will not stop until you guys tell the truth. Okay? I'm going to keep going. I'll do this for years. I got all day. I waited 4 years to talk. Also, you hear me say that a lot. That is, I got a lot to talk about. So that hits the 253. Rosie saying that they never fought. That was a flat out lie. That's bullshit. You saw how they fought. They did that for a year. They were breaking up on and off. She was with other men, like he was with other girls, like when they were breaking up. That is a flat out lie. What they're saying it's lies. Okay, so get that right. I want the whole world to know. A bunch of liars. And I'm asking you, everybody in here, share this, like this, and spread the information that I'm giving you, so like people can have, all the people on the internet that don't know the truth, I would like them to know. I'm also asking you guys to please let's get people to unfollow Rosie. She thinks she's a social media influencer. That's all Kenzie and this group of little nasty girls talk about. Like, that's all they're worried about. She has a thing, and I don't want to give her attention, but I'm just saying, if anybody follows her, unfollow her, please. Let's start a movement for getting in front of the world and flat out lying and trying to make my brother look like a bad guy and Kenzie look innocent. This is over with. I am not going to stop until the world hear about that. What is Rosie's account? Do you know?
I do not know, because I don't care.
All right. If you don't follow her, right, don't follow her. But if you do, let's unfollow her. She wants fame. That's it. That's the only reason why she went on Netflix and lied to the entire world about my poor little brother. My beautiful, innocent, poor little brother.
One of the first things she said was she has 250,000 followers. That was one of her first sentences, was to say how many TikTok followers or whatever Instagram followers she has.
Okay, so that's a great point, is that one of the first things she says in the Netflix documentary is, "Oh, I met Kenzie and she was at like 2,000 followers and I was at like 200."
Yeah.
It's unreal. I think she's just as delusional. I believe she's just as delusional. Bear with me, guys. I have something else. So I want to let you know what's going to happen in the next 10 weeks. I'm going to do a 10. These are going to be mini series. This is just an intro. I'm going to break down ahead of time everything we're going to talk about. I'm going to break down piece by piece what was misinformation. And every time I meet with you guys, I'm going to give you new information. I actually am going to get ready. I'm going to call my cousin and her husband. Hold on, Becky. I'm going to call my cousin and her husband in just a moment. And fill you guys in, so so we can keep sharing this and my voice can get louder than the Sharillas and her evil minions. There was part of the family that thought that this was an accident. I thought this was an accident for several months. There was a birthday party here for Dom. He would have been 21 in 6 weeks. I threw a huge heavenly birthday party for him at my house. Mackenzie came, Natalie, Steve, and her sister. And FYI, just leave the sister out of everything that you guys talk about online, please. It's another thing, social media really has to know who to talk about and who not to. And they don't leave the sister out of it. She did nothing.
You couldn't have. They all thought she was the only child.
Right. But I did, my heart hurts for her as well. And she does nothing wrong. So the only people that I'm going for are the people that are saying bad things about my brother. We're not, hashtag unfollow Rosie. So, leave the innocent. Let's leave the innocent out of this. This is my reason for doing this. I really want to, protect the innocents. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I actually feel bad for doing this to begin with, but I have to. Somebody has to clear the air. So I'm going to do a 10 episode series where I piece by piece, and I'm going to give you guys a bit of new information. So background, I have this party for Dom. Kenzie shows up in a wheelchair. My dad, my sister, and myself, we thought it was an accident. Half of my other siblings, cousins, they thought that they knew that it was intentional because she did, let's get this right too, she did try this 2 weeks prior. Kenzie threatened to crash Dom in her car 2 weeks prior. They had to pick up Dom on the side of the road. She was screaming, "I'll kill you," yada, yada, yada. This was 2 weeks before she actually did it. And so I lost my thought again. So we thought she was innocent. Some people knew other things that other people didn't. Long story short, because I've said this story like 10 times in the last 24 hours. Have a little party here. She shows up in a wheelchair, acting very frail and injured. Come to find out, she was partying on the weekends, not in a wheelchair, things like that. Her mom actually told us for the first 3-4 days that she was unconscious. They didn't know how they didn't know how they were gonna wake her up and tell her that Dominic wasn't alive. And come to find out now, she was making TikToks in the hospital bed a few hours after she had killed 2 people, roughly. Another thing is, when I talk, it's an estimate. I'm not I estimate, but a few hours after she killed 2 people, she's in the hospital bed making TikToks. Okay. What are you talking about addressing the mom's text at the end of the show? Mackenzie, she texts Dom's mom. I didn't watch at the end of the show, but reiterate, please, and I'll try to catch it. Hold on.
I can tell you what that's about. So that's the text where Mackenzie texts Chris that Dominic was grabbing the wheel in that incident 2 weeks prior. So you can go ahead and
she
explain
was
why
just
she
trying
was
to
doing
save face.
So-
So she was very narcissistic and manipulative, and she was trying to make Dom look bad. It's all about her image.
because she had to call somebody to come get him. She had to come up with a reason why it was okay.
She was just trying to save face. Good question. And that's why I'm here, to answer questions as best as I can. So anyways, back to us thinking it was an accident for a while, up until she got arrested. We haven't heard from the Shirillas again. No, hey, how are you guys? Hey, we're so sorry that our daughter killed your brother. Like, nothing. It's been basically F you. They've been terrible to me at the appeal trials, at the trial, nasty looks. They don't act like innocent grieving people, I'll tell you that much. And it's been terrible. After Dom passed, obviously we had a humongous, beautiful funeral. Again, Landon, you said that you were Dom's best friend. Didn't see you there.
No.
Just throwing it out there. Rosie, you either didn't see either of you
There
at my
was one person that we did, right?
didn't see you at the funeral. But I thought that it was an accident. Some of my family knew it was on purpose, and she was not allowed to be at Dominic's funeral. Okay, she just killed him. Certain members of my family knew this for a fact and said, no, she is not welcome at Dominic's funeral. Okay, so she was not allowed there. And I want to call in my cousin and her husband, if you want to call them, to let you know just what happened, because she was not allowed to attend Dominic's funeral. This is the type of person that she is. And I wanted to I'm going to start sharing witnesses all the time, just calling people in.
She's on speaker.
Hey, Lyd.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm here with Rob.
TikTok, can you hear her a little bit? Hold on. We're doing a mic check, Lyd. Bear with me. You got
Can
Rob
you
with
hear
you?
me?
Hey, Rob, how
Yep,
are you?
yep. Good. How are you?
Dude,
Christine?
I'm insanely busy and chaotic right now, trying to live life as best as I can. But
And just tell
thank you
TikTok
for
you're not
asking.
a robot. Like, that's so hard.
Hey, Christine.
They
While
can
I do
hear
have
you,
you on the
cool.
phone, listen. While I do have you on the phone, you gotta put a mod in TikTok.
We can't while we're live.
Oh, we're going to. I'm going to get this all set up. I'm redoing everything. I promise. We'll get a mod. I'll do it the right way. This is my cousin. For everyone that just came in, this is my cousin Lydia. I just wanted to share. I'm going to give some what are they called? Character witnesses, whatever.
Witness statements.
Yeah, on things that happen that like the world just doesn't know about. So the floor is yours, Lydia.
So Rob and I, of course, were at our cousin Dominic's funeral, and I had known, because I'm pretty close with Christine, so I had known that Mackenzie was not allowed to be in attendance of this funeral. We were standing in line to greet the immediate family as they were standing up by the casket. And there was a girl, like I'm standing there with Rob. We're pretty quiet. You know, it's really sad at this time. And I hear like loud talking, but there was like some younger, like Dominic's friends were there. Like, so there was like younger kids, probably their first funerals. They were just being loud. And I was like, Rob, what is that noise? Like someone is talking very loud. So he looks at the girl in front of us who's on FaceTime with Mackenzie. She's FaceTiming Mackenzie, and I knew Mackenzie was not allowed to be there. So we continue up to the front so I can go see Christine, and that's where Rob, I'm going to put him on to say what he saw.
So this girl, as she's FaceTiming Mackenzie, as we get up to view Dominic, this girl in front of us then turns her phone and camera and so that Mackenzie can view Dominic very slowly with her phone, walks by the casket, and then just kind of disappears. And
yeah, so wow. I went to go grab Christine, like, hey, Mackenzie's on FaceTime here. Like, what's going on here? And why are you, like, how disrespectful to the family, to Chris, like to Angelo, to the siblings, to my Uncle Frank. Totally disrespectful. So I went to go grab Christine, and Christine wanted me to point her out, and she was gone. It was an open casket, yes. I saw that comment. But yeah, it was complete. I was completely floored. I couldn't believe it. It was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That
is.
And it goes with the control. Like she always had to have control.
Mhm.
situations. So that's what it kind of.
Oh yeah, over her dead body. Would she wanted what she wanted and she got what she wanted, right? I got it. I did. Sorry you guys.
So she wasn't allowed to be in attendance, and she made sure she was in attendance.
Right, and like we just didn't listen, didn't abide by no rules. I talked to the girl today that she was in prison with, and she literally like nailed the head on whatever the head on the nail. Was like she literally was just like I don't get caught for anything. I don't get in trouble for anything. Like da 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 da. Like no, you're in prison. You are caught. And but here's her mentality is she's getting out. She said she really believes she's getting out. Very privileged. Thank you. Entitled, enabled. Kia, keep it going. Everybody's saying hi in the chat. Lid. Yeah, it was completely disgusting. It felt like a
I couldn't believe it.
yeah, like
At
an
first I was
intrusion.
okay, these are some kids. This is probably their first funeral. They're being kind of loud or something like that. I did not expect to see her on FaceTime.
Mhm.
See Mackenzie's face in a neck brace on FaceTime, and then to be viewing the casket like that, that's completely wrong. Like, it was just totally disrespectful.
Like you had to take my brother's life. You couldn't have like you had to go and ruin his funeral too. That's you couldn't find.
No, because I went to go grab you, remember? I don't know, you probably were in a fog, but I went to go grab you and you wanted me to point her out and she was gone.
Yeah.
She booked it right after she did that.
Yeah, she was supposed to try to put a picture of Mackenzie in there.
How sneaky on Mackenzie's part to do something like that.
Yeah, and that just goes to show what kind of person she was. She couldn't even respect the fucking grieving family, and respect our wishes. His last that we decide it was the whole thing has been. It's unreal, and it's like that's why I explained. Like I can really disconnect. I feel like I'm telling a story or reading a book or writing a book. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah,
just reading you guys a book. It's not my brother.
It's something that happened. It didn't happen to your brother. It didn't happen to little Dominic. There's no way it could happen to Dominic.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly. Lyd, you should have snatched the phone. Yeah, Lydia.
I was in shock. And I'm not.
Lydia's not she's a lover.
I'm a lover.
Not a fighter.
I couldn't believe it. Rob couldn't believe it. Rob, because I couldn't see over her shoulder at first. And Rob's tall, like I'm 5 foot. Like Rob was like, she is on FaceTime with Mackenzie. And I was like, what? So of course I'm gonna grab Christine. I wasn't gonna grab Uncle Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was at Christine and she was gone. That was and I'm sure she probably didn't stuff something in his casket. I mean, I hope not. I hope he's not burdened with her.
After she left, they looked.
Okay, good. Yeah, good.
I'm trying to pin this message. Hold on. I got one more. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, that is thank you guys for sharing. That just goes to show, like I said, I want a lot of character witnesses or witnesses, to the character of who she really was.
I didn't know. I'm Christine, I'm your age. We did our thing. We ended up having kids. We were around Dominic. Like we were older than Dominic. I babysat Dominic. And then I turned into a teenager. I started a life. I started having kids. I started a job. Like he while he was going through his teenage years and stuff. But it wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't. It wasn't. Like we all do dumb shit as a teen. But it wasn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah, and I see Becky believes different or whatever, but I truly believe that she just snapped. Like they were toxic. She was toxic. My brother was her victim. She's a narcissist. Let's get that right. Sociopath. I think she snapped at the top of the street, and it happened. I don't think it was premeditated. I just think she's an entitled fucking psychopath. And yeah, like it just, I couldn't even explain how, if I said I wanted to rewind time, I couldn't even tell you just how bad I really do. But, all right. Thanks guys. Anything else you got for me?
Nothing. Good job, Christine. Thank you for speaking for us.
Christine.
Oh my God.
You need to call me back sometime.
I will call you back.
Becky.
Becky.
Good job, Becky. Good job,
Mm.
Becky.
Thank you guys. All right. Love you guys. I'll call you later.
All right,
Promise. Bye.
So I mean,
Hang
if
up
you
the
want,
phone.
we could talk about, because this is something that I've never even talked about with you, because we differ in ideas on the premeditation or not.
There was one other thing. Sorry, what were you gonna go ahead, Beck, keep going.
So in my mind, Christine, and I know you keep saying and you're right, she did get into a fight with him and make a snap decision in that moment. But I 100% guarantee you, she thought about it before, and that's all it takes to
Yeah.
get premeditated. She had thought about
Yeah.
doing it in
Oh, I believe
before.
that. I don't think she
And that's all it takes
like
for premeditation.
had it planned out that
Right.
morning.
No, she's just dumb.
Right.
She can't plan stuff like
No,
that.
I know that she was that angry. She's a psychopath.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I didn't think she woke up at 5 o'clock and was like, okay, I'm going to turn the corner, hit it. I'm going to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I think
Right.
she just snapped. I know she's thought about it. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's cool. I'm glad that we are on the same page.
Yeah.
That's good.
You guys, thanks for joining. Please share. Do I talk to Davion's family? Yes, I do. I love them. I feel a strong connection to them. I feel guilty. Like I said, I'm so sorry. I really, really love them. They're such nice people. They did not deserve this. Davion did not deserve this. Dom did not deserve this. So again, everybody who's joining in a little bit late, I just want to tell you, I will be doing a 10 series, a 10 episode mini series of responses to the Netflix movie that had come out, and just to go over every single piece of misinformation. I think we did do a little bit tonight. I have so much more to get into. Like I said before, I'm having who she was, Kat, who she was in prison with. I'm having her on. I'm having people in the community on that knew her personally. I have people coming on that know her parents personally, and things that you would not believe. You would not believe what is going to be said. What type of people that they really were. So share, subscribe, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Like I said, my goal here is I want to be louder than Mackenzie and any of her minions, any troll online, and now her little evil minions that were on that documentary as well. I really want my voice to be louder. I want everybody in the world to know the truth about what happened. Also, like, I have a career and things, and stuff that's said online about my brother and my family. They have dragged my family through the mud, my brother through the mud. Like, I don't need people hearing all these lies and BS, and making me and my family look like we're not the perfect people that we are. We're really a really kind, caring family. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's claiming to be. Nobody's claiming to be. My brother did not deserve to die. Davion did not deserve to die. Mackenzie is a psychopath. There are, and I keep hearing, oh, you don't have to stick up for your brother. Everybody knows. No, that is not true. I get messages and comments all the time, and how of the most messed up things about him. Another thing, let's set the record straight about this. His age, the age difference, you guys, was not that of what the internet made it out to be. He was 2 years older than her. She was like 14 and he was like 15 turning 16 or something, or like 15 and 17. It wasn't weird. That's another thing. I'm gonna keep reiterating things. I have a lot of new, to the people that are just joining us. We had some malfunctions, everybody, with the technology today, or I'd be sharing my screen. We went over, I just want to do a little recap. I went over Landon and Rosie. I'm sorry?
Oh, 2 grades.
Oh,
apart.
yeah, it was 9th and 11th grade. They were 2 grades apart. My dad's chiming in. He was on the show or the documentary as well. I invited him on. He's not, I don't know if he's ready yet, but We'll hear from him. We'll hear from other siblings. I'm just giving a little.
Tell us.
Yeah, he's watching from inside.
I love that.
This was a complete shit show today.
Yes.
I had a whole thing going, but
Well,
I think
now
we
that you
did
have
pretty
it shared,
good.
You can bring up stuff that I had planned.
Yeah, but this isn't my computer, so I'll have it all together, I promise. We're gonna do 10 episodes. It'll be every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Subscribe, like, please share. I have so much information that the public does not know. You got a little taste of it today. It's gonna keep on coming. And I want to say thank you for everybody who's in support. Let's read this comment real quick. I'm wondering about this. Can we talk about the phone call she had with her dad where he said some shit about if he could go back, he wouldn't save Davion first and he'd take a magic wand and make everyone disappear?
Yes, I heard that call. So this was a phone call, Christine, where this is why they don't let him on the calls with Mackenzie, because he says stuff like this. So he got on this phone call with Mackenzie and he told her straight up that if he could go back in time, he wouldn't even save Davion or Dominic, and instead he would just magically make them all disappear like they never existed to begin with, so she wouldn't be in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really.
It wasn't like I wish this didn't happen. It was I wish they never existed, so it didn't happen. So
Okay.
That's insane. And it was on a call.
that was recorded.
Okay, so I'm going to write down, you guys, next time that we meet, I'm going to play the call for you guys. I didn't know. So, you guys, I haven't listened to the calls. I haven't read. I will never read his text messages. That's for damn sure. It's an invasion of privacy. A lot of these videos that were posted shouldn't have been posted. It is not entertainment. This is our lives. But I get it. It's true crime. I get that it's entertainment for some people. My goal here is to just stop the misinformation. There are terrible people out there that big YouTube channels and things that like to tear my brother and my family apart. They have, and it's not just Dom, it's the whole family that they're doing this to. Okay. Just for clout. Now, I'm going to write down and we're going to listen to that call. So like Becky just explained, Steve is on recording with Mackenzie in the prison saying that he wished that they would he wouldn't save anybody. He wished that they would disappear.
Yeah, but they just never existed.
They never existed. Not that. Okay. That's like, it's vile. And like I said, I like to disassociate. So like I cut off emotion, but stop and think about that for a little bit. Think about why is he so mad? Like, my brother was murdered. Mackenzie's alive. I don't understand why he's the one mad. It wasn't a comment on Netflix. No, there's actual calls on if you go to my YouTube channel, I started to review the calls. We pulled the calls from prison. They're recorded. Mackenzie speaking with everybody. And on my podcast that I started just a month ago, I already started reviewing the calls. And I'll do an episode this week. That's the one that I will target. I'll do that one this week and play it for you guys. But they're prison calls that were recorded. And that's where if you didn't think that she was guilty after, sitting through the trial or seeing the evidence or watching the movie now, if you hear the calls, you're gonna, if you didn't think she was guilty then, you'll really think she's guilty after what she said since then and how she's acted. And like I said, I didn't want to do this. I just want to stop the misinformation. I don't want to talk badly about anybody. I wish this never happened. I'm actually a really nice person. We're a really nice family. But I am not going to let any longer people talk about my brother.
That's correct.
Or my family. The next episode, when I see you guys on Sunday, I'm going to have my other cousin, Abby, on. Before Dom passed, she was actually really close. And I hope her boyfriend, Blair, who was my brother Dominic's best friend, I hope he decides to come on. But I will have, like I said, other people from from the community, people that grew up with her, people that knew the Shirillas personally. They'll be on the show, and I have found out a lot of crazy, demented, twisted information on them, and I am going to, I'm gonna go over it, because I want you guys to see what kind of people they are. Okay, and it's not my brother. And I know that you guys, I mean, you should know this. I mean, based off the movie, also, I was so worried when I previewed it because it was like, I know the truth. I know her. I know Don. Like, so I'm like looking at her like, wow, is it just me that she looks like a complete psychopath to, or is it everybody else? I was really afraid that the world was gonna have doubts about that and listen to what, her and her minions have to say. It just feels different. I know might appear like black and white to you guys, but it just feels different from when you're on this side and it's your family, like your brother or your son. It feels just a lot different. I used to be huge on true crime. I think that's where I want to take this with this podcast that I'm doing. It's not just going to be about Dom. It's going to be about him for a very long time until I'm blue in the face and I can't talk about him anymore because I talk about him every day of my life anyways. But I always want to touch on that. In the future, I'm talking in a long time. I want to maybe help others that are grieving. I've gotten a lot of messages about how people have their siblings have been murdered and they wish that they could do what I've been doing. At one side, it's like it sucks to have his case and everyone's personal lives broadcasted and our feelings broadcasted. I mean, I cried twice in the movies and I hate crying in front of people. Like, it sucks on one hand that the entire world knows about, I guess, that talks about my brother and all these trolls that say bad things. But on the other hand, it's like, wow, the entire world knows my brother existed. Right now, the entire billions of people know Dom. And I'm actually going to stop talking for 1 second because I feel like I'm going to get upset. But the entire world now knows who he was. And with my help, with my platform, I'm going to keep his reputation how it should be. I really appreciate you guys, all of your support. I can't wait to actually dive into the documentary and let you guys know piece by piece. But quick recap again. Landon Rosie, BS. Okay. Rosie refusing to talk to the police. Let's unfollow her if we're following her. Let's not, please give attention. Please do not give attention to Kenzie's Facebook pages. Any of them. Please don't follow. Don't join the group. Don't click on her. I do not want, that's another thing. I do not want her being the next Gypsy Rose. Cancel Rosie. Let's go. I don't want her to be the next Gypsy Rose, which leads me, I'm not going to get too far into it, but I had an idea last night while I was on the other podcast live, YouTube streets.
Yes.
I'm thinking about starting a bill, a law, Dom's law, or Dom's bill, we'll call it. I know it's the Son of Sam's law in the state of Ohio. You can't profit off of one of your, like, if you committed a crime. I was thinking, though, like, the way around that, like Gypsy Rose, is you can become a social media influencer now. Now we have social media. That when that law was written, we didn't. So now there's social media and people are getting famous for being in prison, coming out of prison. And I don't know, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Or if anybody can help me get it started. Is there anybody with any kind of history? Please shoot me an email. My email is the Big Sister Unhinged at outlook.com. If there's anybody that can help me get that started, let's talk about it, please. Like I said, over my dead body, will she get out and be Gypsy Rose and be famous? That's all she's ever wanted. That's all she's ever cared about is how she looked like. Again, I don't want to be mean, but I don't want her to get out in her lousy. She got a lousy 15 years. I cannot imagine her getting out and her becoming rich and famous. It makes me want to throw up. And everyone in my family. All right. Yep. Keep the comments coming. Like, share, please. Appreciate all of you guys for listening. We did the best with what we could. It's not 30 years. I wish it was. Yep, that's everybody thinks it's 30. No, it was 15 each, but it was run concurrently. It was not back to back. So yeah, you saw the judge sit there and slam Natalie, and then she had her little spiel on Kenzie that I'm sure you guys all saw. But Judge Russo, who everybody said we were related to, I'll talk about that now too. She gave her 15 years, not 15 and 15 to be run right after, one another, is 15 together. So that brings me, I could talk about this. We got a minute. Judge Russo, Nancy Russo, in no way, shape, or form is related to us. In fact, you guys, we were so careful. Not I wasn't involved, but the prosecutor, my stepmom's an attorney. They were so extra careful about there not being any conflicts of interest. That would have never happened. Why would they have taken the risk of going with Judge Russo, who gave her a lousy 15 years? If anybody found out that if we were related, the whole case would have got thrown out. Why would we even do that? Or people would think that. So yeah, last name. Another thing is Russo is one of the most, it is the most common political name in politics in Cuyahoga County. I went to school for political science. I majored in political science. Because of that reason, because my last name is Russo, I was going to get into politics until Frank Russo tarnished the entire name. Look up Cuyahoga County, Frank Russo, what he did. I'm not going to get into that, but Russo, ton of lawyers, ton of judges. That's how, if you live outside the county, you move to Cuyahoga County with the last name Russo so that you can become elected. It's name recognition. So ton of people that are not related to us that are Russos. Nancy is not related to us. Glad I remembered to go over that. I could read some comments. What do you guys got? I'll try to answer some questions.
And I also do have the movie clip if you want me to bring it up. I have the 4-minute clip. It's up to you. You can play like the first minute of it where it's just Rosie talking. Rosie and
let me hear from everybody in this because it looks like we're going down. Do you guys okay with what we did tonight? And then I think I'm just going to start fresh on Sunday and just get into the clips and stuff. Hold on. What about the EVP? Are you talking about Kath? Hold on 1 second. How did you know about that? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm losing my train of thought back. Blah, 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 blah. The EVP. I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm going to have a paranormal expert also wants to join us that took a look at the call or the body cam from the police officer when Kenzie was arrested. There's a paranormal expert who has reviewed the call, and I'm going to let him do all the talking. 1 moment, pause. But yeah, it'll be recorded this week. The Pig Latin they were talking, the gibberish, correct. Made up. It's not a made up language, really. It's a form of gypsy language. How do I feel about Mackenzie openly asking her attorney if what she said sounded good or towards the end of the documentary? I think that Netflix purposely let that keep rolling. Just so that you guys could see, like, I think that looks crazy. I think because she said that looks crazy. I think that was not a good choice of her. I think her attorney made a bad call. That's my opinion. I think that was a bad call letting her on that because she looks ridiculous. Another thing, it just infuriates me and our family. And you would think that you'd want to show remorse and apologize and get the family of your victims on your side, but you're doing nothing of the sort. You're bashing all of us. We know that you're behind the pages. It's in the calls, the pre-recorded calls. Kenzie literally says hey, start this free Kenzie crap, you know, and they did. And inside these groups, they talk so bad about my brother.
Yeah. And in the movie,
I don't have a moderator. Go ahead.
In the movie, she actually said, "I'm so glad to whoever made the Free Mackenzie page." Natalie said that in the movie, acting like she wasn't the one that made it.
Yeah. This is our opinion. We don't know for facts, but we pretty much do.
And I also pretty much know there's probably 15 to 30 maybe fake profiles that are also that sneak into the groups and they pretend like they're on the fence and they don't know, and then they just bash Dominic. So they're not on the fence, they're fake profiles, and they're run by Steve and Natalie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what we think.
Right. Allegedly.
So, someone said Natalie said on the other documentary that she made the free Kenzie page. Oh, there's been other documentaries that come out that I won't even watch. But
well, when you lie so much, you can't remember.
Yeah, and then how can you say that on one documentary and then say you didn't do it on the other? I don't understand. I'm gonna keep reading some comments. How do we do? Because like I said, I'm new to podcasting, and I'm gonna be completely transparent. I'm a transparent person. I'm not an actress. I hate lying. I hate liars.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally wing this. And
yeah, she was about to call it quits, guys. I had to force her into that chair and turn this stuff on because all this tech stuff went haywire, and she said, "I'm not doing it."
So about 3 minutes, nothing was set up or ready, and then it was not working. Everything was just not working. So I was like, "Yep, I'm going to tell thousands of people that I got sick and couldn't do it." But
you pushed through.
I did.
You did great. The show must go on, Kristen.
Thank you. I appreciate all this. You guys sharing, subscribing, liking, and all that. I appreciate it all. I cannot believe I didn't think that I would after this. I was so scared that this movie would come out and it would make me feel like every other movie, just sad, helpless, hopeless. And now it's like I'm keeping myself busy and I can be heard. Like I have a voice in this. I feel like we have a voice for the first time. And I feel like my dad's chiming in, my dad's listening, my sister's listening. Like everybody, my other brother, like I feel like, and they even said, I've given us a voice finally. And now I don't feel as hopeless, do we have a lot to go over. I'm not going to bring it all in one night.
Well,
it was just.
Can I bring up my motive or no? I have a photo saved I wanted to share, and it's what I think is the motive. Because they keep saying no intent. No intent, no reason why. They were fighting. But I actually found a text that I feel like is the motive. But I'll hold off on it if you want me to. No?
All right, so Becky is going to take the mic. I'm going to go get some gum. Do you want to come around?
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys. Don't do nothing crazy, Becky.
No, I'm just going to
with my precious podcast. Just kidding. I joke a lot, just so you guys know. That's all I can do.
All right. So I've been having to go through these texts again because, helping Christine with this and everything. And just reading through them, there was one that came across that it really felt like it might be the motive. And again, allegedly, because I have to only speculate things. But I do want to bring this up for you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about here. And we're going to make this as big as I can here. So if you can see what that says, that is a text that Dominic sent to Mackenzie on July 3rd. And this is where a lot of their arguments had been heading because she had been doing this for a few months and he found out. So there had been some arguments before where he mentioned, like, I don't know how you're ever going to be able to tell your family you're doing this. And in my mind, if somebody sent this to me and we're on the rocks, like that might be my tipping point. where I really don't want my family to know I do this. I don't want anybody to know that I do this and this gets out. And it becomes where if you're going to leave me, you're leaving me only one way, because I don't want you to be able to tell anybody about this. And this has been like a source of fighting for them for months and months. And I wish that I could pull up more for you guys, because I'm very, everything I do has to have technology with it. But that's all. We've just been going through these texts, and I mean, we found texts showing that, like, even proving that they don't know Dominic. These friends that Mackenzie has, they don't know Dominic. And I will pull that to just the proof text that we had for that she sent just on July 10th, 2022 to Dominic. She was trying to get somebody over to Dominic's house, and Dominic didn't want them over. And he was saying that he doesn't know them even as much as he knows Rosie or Bubba, because he was saying that they are acquaintances to Mackenzie. And Mackenzie texted back, you barely know Rosie or Bubba. He said, I know them a little bit better. And then she said, no, you don't. So these texts, and especially in the last month or so of their relationship, these texts really kind of do show where this was heading and how toxic. Every single time they got in an argument, it wasn't them both apologizing and making up. It was her telling Dominic what he needs to do to make it up to her, because she is the best. She is everything that anybody could ever want. And that's basically how she treated him. The text messages, I feel like, and I do thank Melly especially for going through these. And I think she started a second time through them now. So if anybody missed the first time, she is, I think, going through them again. But the text that Mackenzie was sending down, like this one here, this is would be said to him all the time. And this is how she would treat it if she felt like he did something wrong. Think about what you did wrong. Like, she treats him a child, and it's just very sick. It's thing, and everything that is happened in their relationship is solely because she is psychotic. It is because she is a psychopath, and she couldn't let him go. So this comment says, I think the motive is, if I can't have him, no one else can. Very cliche, but yeah, I get that, because it is ultimately like, if I can't have you, no, but I do feel like it's more than that. Like, she's psychotic. Like, there are people that are not psychotic that can be like, oh, if I can't have him, nobody can, or whatever, like, and say that without meaning it. When this girl says it, it's different. She's a psychopath. So that's my spiel, and I'm done. I will go ahead and check out now.
Sorry, guys. I just needed a quick break, and that's where I have Becky to fill in. So, I just went inside. I talked to my dad. He had some, he has a lot to say too. He's more camera shy. I'm going to work him in next episode. I think I'm going to do next episode. I'm going to do Abby, our cousin, my dad. And like I said, I am I'm recording with Kat, who you can find on TikTok. She was in prison with Kenzie. I'm recording with the paranormal experts. But he just brought up that he had seen that Steve posted somewhere, basically. So the point behind, like, the street, and if you're not from the area, you don't know what I'm talking about. A big reason why, like, you just know that she's guilty is, like, and I just want to explain this to you guys because you wouldn't know that, but the street that Dom passed on actually curves like S's, like boom, boom, boom. You have to have complete control of the car while you're driving down. complete control, or you're going to end up in a building on the left or in the grass on the right, because it goes like this. My dad just told me while I was inside, he said, you know that Steve went down that road and was videotaping and was like, hey, look, like that, this wasn't true. Look at, like, this is straight here, blah, 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 blah. But he was actually videotaping from a different angle, like, and like complete BS.
They try to manipulate everything.
Correct. The manipulation is outrageous. So before I end this, we got into some good stuff. I am going to do this in 10, just the video. We're going to break down again in 10 episodes. Like, subscribe, follow, please. Help me spread the word on the podcast. Help me get louder than all the trolls. You guys wouldn't believe some of the things that I've seen over the last, since the movie came out on Friday. The crap that I have had to read and the abuse that I've had to take, it's like, it's unbelievable. I am on TikTok from my phone. Otherwise, I could read some, but
I forgot about that the whole time.
that's okay. I have only heard a minute or two of the jail calls. On my podcast, I started to review them, and I'm going to review, and I'm gonna do everything for you guys. Every single call, I have to for myself. I have to do this. And for my family, I'm going to do every single call. I will not look at my brother's text messages. That's where I draw the line. It's a complete invasion of privacy. And if you guys also, like, just saying, try to be mindful of grieving families. Like, don't forget that. And when you're posting things online, and even if it's not just me and Dom, like any true crime that you guys are seeing, there are grieving families and things that are said that, like, they read these things. So, and the fact that his text messages were leaked, and like, it's just such an invasion. Could you imagine passing right now? I want everybody to stop and think about this. If you passed right now, imagine if your whole phone was leaked to the entire world. How would that make you guys feel?
Right.
Stop and think about it. I'll give you a couple minutes, couple seconds. Yeah, you would not feel I'm screwed. That's exactly, somebody said I'm screwed.
I was just saying this. I watch so much true crime, and I am very interested in things. So, like, when I'm watching a true crime podcast, or a show or something, I'm in my phone Googling stuff. How long does it take chloroform to make a person pass out? Mm-hmm. How many bodies fit in the back of this kind of car? If I died and they found my phone, they would think I'm a serial killer. Mm-hmm. Because of what's in my search histories. Mm-hmm. Like, it's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it would not be good. So, unexpectedly, Dom died, and everybody gets to look through his phone. Like, I think that's, I'm trying not to swear because I don't want to look like, but yeah, it's terrible. The videos of my dad finding out that, and his mom finding out that he passed, that should not be on the internet. Please don't entertain that stuff. If you care about Dom and Davion, and support us, if you see that stuff, don't click on it. I don't know. I'd like to bring awareness to grieving families behind true crime. How about that? I'm going to go with that angle, and I am going to do this for a very long time. My Google history alone would be awful, right? It would be, exactly. Yeah. So you could imagine. Proud of you. Thank you guys. Again, this was regarding the crash on Netflix, the documentary. I've never even watched a podcast prior to a couple weeks ago. I woke up and said, I am going to start a podcast to honor my brother and defend my brother. I knew this movie was coming out, so I was like, I know people are going to hear all types of stuff. They need somebody to set the record straight. So I took one for the team, and I'm putting myself out there. I completely made myself vulnerable. I don't even take selfies. I don't post pictures of myself. Like, here I am, cameras everywhere, the news, you know what I'm saying? So It's that important to me. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. It's so important that I don't care, like that I'm just doing it. In the courtroom, when she was crying, not a single tear rolled down her face. Even when she was delivering her final speech to the family, she really started crying when she was sentenced.
That's correct.
Yep.
I 100% agree with that. That
Yep.
the only time I saw real tears was when she realized she was not walking out of that courtroom.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, I'm reading and trying to talk at the same time. Hold on. In the courtroom when she was, oh, hold on, that was not it. I was trying to read other comments. Yeah, those were complete crocodile tears. Here's, you guys, one other thing. So you need somebody like me also to tie it all together for you. Here's another good example. She when she was found guilty, at the sentencing, everyone got to read their victim impact statements, right? Through that, she got to read hers as well, and did that crying and she's so sorry for all this. Now, come to find out, all these, we have all the calls that were recorded while she was in jail. So when she went in the back after hearing the victims of her murders of young men that are not here ever again, that we can't say goodbye to, that we can't kiss or hug, that I can't hear my brother's voice, or my kids can't see their uncle ever again, my dad can never look at his son again, she goes in the back and calls her mom and is poking fun at everybody and laughing and saying things like, "Oh my God, Ma, did you hear Jamie? She told me to repent." How weird. Like, so the fake crying, she did all that fake crying in the courtroom, went right in the back, called her mom, and poked fun at us, at grieving families. Like, no remorse whatsoever. That's why I have a lot to say. I got a lot to say. There's so much that I have to say, and I am looking forward to it. But then again, like I said, Mackenzie, Shrila's, I'll stop all this if you come out and tell the truth and tell the world that my brother was a great guy like he is. That's all we want. Show remorse, say you're sorry, tell us what happened in the car. Don't let people slander my brother all over the internet and talk trash about him and my family. You're allowing this to happen. You're doing this. Like, that's why I'm doing this. All right, I'll answer a few more questions because there's a lot. Let me see here. TikTok, you guys are going a little too fast. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Do the families get to see what she says, or do you have to watch the documentary to hear everything then? We have like the phone calls, but nobody's talked to her. Like, we haven't talked to her. If you want to follow up, let me know on that question. She never, let me see one thing. Hold on, guys. Did you ever have bad feelings about her while dating your brother? Good question. The first time I saw her, we were in the back, his backyard, and I heard about her. There's this new girl hanging around Dom, blah, blah, blah. First time I saw her, she came over in this white little tank top, spaghetti strap, whole belly, stomach out. Like, my first thought was, that's not something that you wear to meet your brother's, your new boyfriend's family. I am very weary about who dates my brother's. My brother's girlfriend right now, Alyssa, I love her to death. Was I skeptical at first? Possibly. Don't tell her I said that. Are you out there, Alyssa? But at first, and she could even tell you, so that was like, my brother's girlfriends are always afraid of me for a little bit. So like meeting her was like, she just did not give a just didn't give a about anything. So yeah, that was the bad feeling when I first met her. But did I ever think that she would go on to murder my brother? Not in a million years. You just don't think that way. Like, it's just like, you don't think that way. Good question. I saw the dad shirt. I did that. Boom. I don't know if like they are just so ignorant. to how they're coming off. Would he have done that on purpose? I don't know. I never thought that their daughter would have murdered my son. So if their daughter could murder my brother, if their daughter could murder my brother, then why would I put it past them to purposely wear a boom shirt to poke fun and make fun of this situation? Am I wrong? I don't know. I saw it. Let's see what else we have. Has she tried calling anyone in the family since the conviction? She stopped calling all of us the second she got arrested. That's another thing. It's like you got arrested, your attorney probably advised you to not have any contact with us, but I think if I was innocent and I accidentally murdered 2 people, that I wouldn't care what my attorney said. I would feel so bad, it would eat me alive, that I would reach out anyways and write letters. Sometimes I think that one day she'll write me a letter or write us a letter, and sometimes I think about writing her a letter. We'll get to that. Did Dom ever bring issues up between them? Not to me. I was 13 years older than him. He did, though, to our siblings. He did to some siblings. He did to his parents. He did. Your cousin mentioned Dom knowing something about Kenzie that she didn't want anyone to know. Oh, about
Natalie joined and then left.
Natalie Sherrillo?
Was in our live.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, like I said, Natalie, I feel bad for this, but I have to set the record straight. I'm not trying to say anything terrible. But I am going to defend my brother. If you want to join, you want to talk, you have our phone numbers. Would love to have you on, but I would rather have a conversation. I wouldn't do that on here. That would just be crazy. But I'm not hiding anything. I just want to set the record straight for my brother. I believe Kenzie, I believe that she is a complete sociopath. I also believe that you guys should get that kid help. Yeah. Try to save her soul. I believe there might be something demonic. But keep on reading. So I guess Natalie popped in and then popped out. I've got 3% on my phone, so I'm gonna have to cut it. Becky, will you actually find me a charger? Yeah. Go ask. You can go ahead and grab it for David. So it might go a little bit further. We'll do until 10 o'clock, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But I'll answer questions until then. Might have a charger. 1 second. Yeah, Beck, is it plugged in? No. Hold on. And we are not. Whatever. Charging. Good. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Did she actually drive down that route a couple days before the accident? I'm not going to. I'm not going to ever say things that isn't the truth. So that is a cut through. Actually, funny story is not funny story. A very, very sad story is that street Progress already reminded me before Dom passed on that street. That street reminded me of Dom. We used to, I don't want to give out personal information. Some people are asking to be not on this, and I'm not going to talk about them. Somebody has a building close by, and I'd go from that building to Dom's games because I went to every basketball game, every football game that he ever had. That street we used to cut through. And I, even before, I'd be like, oh, that's the street that we always drove down, when Dom was young and he, was in that basketball league, and it reminded me. So it can be used as a cut through. She probably has driven down it. I don't believe that she drove down it and it was premeditated like that. You do know that it dead ends. Everybody knows that lives around here that it dead ends. Did she get pissed off at the top of the street and slam on the gas and crash the car on purpose into a wall? Yes, she did. Do we know that it was what was in her head prior? No, we do not. That's what I'm asking that she comes out and says. Right? Not wrong for that. Her parents are exactly the way she is. Was there more evidence that what we saw in the documentary that helped her with her conviction? Yeah, I'm going to go over it all. There was not, I don't think there was any evidence at all. I have so much to go over with you guys. I don't know if you're just tuning in, but we're going to get to all of that. Yes, there was more evidence that was not in the documentary, a ton. And there's things that nobody knows that you're going to be like, of course she did this on purpose.
Yeah,
I'm
and
going
if
to lay
you
it all
guys,
out.
If you guys haven't, if you're just joining us and this is the first thing you're seeing of us, we actually did a video on the official defense that they did in court, which they claimed her slipper got stuck. And we have a whole video breaking that down why it's not possible. So,
All right, if you want me to continue, please give a thumbs up. If not, I'm going to call it quits. Thumbs up by you liking the videos. Let's do that because I'm getting, we'll go a little bit longer, but if you're still with me, show me some action. Keep the comments coming. Subscribe. Get it going.
yeah.
All right, give me some likes. All right, let's get the likes up a little bit. Get it going, and I will continue reading your guys' questions for a little bit longer. Keep it going. Thank you. Her parents are, I already said that. Her parents should be ashamed. I hope they know it's their fault. I believe I took a lot of psychology in college, and I have also had an obsession with serial killers like since I was very, very young. Is this nurture versus nature or nature versus nurture, or are people born like this? I believe some of it's demonic. Blair's calling, but Blair, I'm on my TikTok. I'm on TikTok on live with my phone. Is he in there? Will you go do me a favor? Go ask my dad to call Abby and see what. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, never mind.
No?
Love you, Blair. He is. I'm on my phone streaming TikTok, and I'm getting calls from that. Blair messaged me, and actually, you could text me too, Blair. I might be able to see it. Yeah, if you want to text it, Abby, if you're still there, text it. You are very easy to listen to, Christine. You are very down to earth. Thank you. I never thought I would do a podcast. Like I said, I'm camera shy. I do like trainings and things like that. I hold meetings and things, but not on this large scale. And I usually have it all planned out and talking on the fly. I'm a little ADD, but I really appreciate the nice comments. Sending love, good night, great live. Thank you. In the language, she said, can we just tell them that I had a seizure or something? Yeah, we didn't even know that during the trial. It wasn't until after that was translated. She is second that after the crash, the second the police came, and they just came, the police came to give her phone and to see if she was okay. And when Kenzie saw the police coming in, she looked at her mom and said, hey, can I just tell them I had a seizure or something? And she said that in this language, in a secret language.
That she can.
And then the mom
Which
agreed.
Makes her an accessory.
And I believe, yeah, you would think that was accessory after the fact or something, but sorry, I'm just reading more comments. So it's like right after the crash, they started, like I said, the family, they told us that she was actually unconscious for, it was like 3 or 4 days that she had not woken up. And we were sitting there praying as a family, praying that she would wake up and crying, like just devastated to think about, oh my God, we thought it was an accident, how she was going to feel when she woke up. Like that crushed our souls. Like it was terrible. We lost our brother, and poor Kenzie is going to wake up, and realize she killed her boyfriend of 4 years and 2 innocent kids. Like it was, and to come to find out, she was already up. She was posting TikToks and videotaping herself in the hospital bed a few hours after you killed 2 people. Your cousin mentioned Dom knowing something about Kenzie that she didn't want anyone to know. We have a lot to go over. We have a lot to go over. Different, theories on motives, actual evidence, character witnesses that are coming in. We have everything. I'm reviewing the movies, the calls, everything.
I put up the text is why they're asking. I put up the text from Dominic to Kenzie at the beginning of that one.
Mm-hmm.
as to what I think was the motive behind why she was okay with just slamming that car into a wall.
Hi, Christina. I was wondering how she claims she doesn't remember what happened, but she didn't do it on purpose. Oh, hold on, you guys. This is going
Right?
so fast. Yeah, hold on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If you don't remember what happened, how do you even know you didn't do it on purpose? Right?
I never
Actually is a
thought
really
of that.
good point.
Yeah. I never thought of that. How do we
No.
not think of that? I thought we thought of it all, but no, keep it coming. I mean, yeah, that's a really good point. It's actually BS. She's changed her story 5 times. Wait till you guys hear from Abby too, because Abby got real close with her after the crash, and she had told Abby a lot. It was so we have a lot to talk about. That's Blair's girlfriend. It's also my cousin, and I love that they're together. I love them both. 99 new messages. Hold on, guys.
99.
Okay, hold
Is that
on.
what
We're
your
gonna
phone's
go
been
to
doing?
hold on. What?
Your phone's been just taking a message. That's what your phone's been doing. You have 99 messages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am like this is going.
Nobody
People are
calls
going
me,
crazy.
Christine.
Nobody really calls me. I never answer my phone. I hate getting calls. I appreciate. I really do. I've gotten flowers. I got a book. My friend Faith. I wasn't ready to say goodbye, and man, that the statement of that couldn't be more true. I didn't get to say goodbye, so she got me, one of these books. I love you, Lauren, with flowers. I got more flowers inside. The support has been beautiful. I love all of you guys. After this is surviving, coping, and healing after the sudden death of a loved one. I'm going to give this to my dad to read first because I'm so busy, but I need this. I didn't get to say goodbye. Kenzie, you took the opportunity for me and my siblings to say I had a lot of things left that I had to say to him. A lot of things. Hold on, I don't want to
Lose your live like you did last time.
hold on. All right, we're going to next live. Love you too, Blair. If you're listening, or Abby, tell Blair I love him. I'll call you after, and we're gonna set up a time for us to get together and do this. I can't wait to let the world know about just how beautiful. Call Blair when you're done. Thank you, Abby. How beautiful he was. I love another big thing about Dom, like you guys, is his friends they were like the loyalty and the beautiful friendship that he had, their family. And like my heart breaks so bad for Kyle, Blair, Ashish, the McGiverns, all of Dom's friends, Will, like obviously my siblings and stuff, but his friends, his close friends, not no Landon, Rosie bullshit, that his real friends. I try to text you guys as much as I can. I love you. It makes me feel closer to Dom. And then they tell me that they feel closer to Dom when they come to my house and see me. So it's a mutual good feeling. It's good for them. It's good for me. And like, I'm so glad I have them. But like, this wasn't supposed to happen. I'm going to get sad in a second. Hold on. This was not supposed to happen. That now even Dom's friends, I keep talking about the family and stuff, but his friends have to go through this. Like it's like losing a brother to them, and more because that was, Dom was the best friend of so many people. Like that just goes to show what a great guy he was. He was a fucking wonderful, wonderful guy, wonderful kid. And Blair was one of them. So, I'll keep reading some comments. We'll go a couple more minutes.
Yeah, because you almost reached your 2 hours.
Yeah.
You actually
How do
did a great
you
job.
not feel about her selling rugs? How do you don't felt about her selling rugs? I'm not sure what that means, but I'm thinking mean
does Dom
DR.
feel?
Okay, how does Dom felt? Oh, I didn't. I'm 13 years older. I don't condone any of that behavior. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I'll
I
keep
think he was
reading.
more concerned with her selling her feet, though.
Yeah, she was selling her body parts. And that we have proof of all that and text from Dom and things like that. We have a lot to go over. But good question. Yeah, you'll see that it's been another thing that's been brought up about illegal behavior and things like that. I'll get into all that. Lots of lies out there, lots of trying to ruin reputations and things. I don't condone any of it. But I'm gonna put all the rumors to rest. Could Dom possibly had his seatbelt on and she took it off right before the hit? No. And even if he did have his seatbelt on, there wasn't any chance that he would have survived that. The only thing that I wish is that he would have fucking jumped out of that car, man, and Davion as well, or he would have punched her in the head and tried to knock her out so that he could have the car stop, something like opened her door or shoved her out, something. Yeah, he wouldn't have. I don't think he definitely didn't think that she was going through with it up until the last second. I think when he threw the car into neutral, but yeah, like I wish he would have shoved her or something, got her out of the way, like took her out of the drive. I don't know. Davion from the back. I don't know. I don't even like talking about that part actually, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
His friend said she was obsessed with him. Yep.
Yes.
Toxic relationship, trying to control him. Absolutely. Was she ever sent to psychiatric treatment or diagnosis? She's clearly a psychopath. That's what I keep saying is I really wish that she would. But I am not sure. I guess, we'll find out. I'll ask Kat, who she was in prison with. I'll ask her if she knows if she was ever on like the psychiatric floor or something like that. But I actually, the people that I bring on that know her more about her personal life and history, I'm going to have people like that on here, and that's a good question to say for them. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so people are just chiming in now. Can your cousin get a mic? Let me tell you, Becky, real quick, is we had the worst time trying to get this equipment set up. Becky, we have mics, but Becky likes this one program and it did not, all of a sudden, it's just everything is not working. It's not going as planned. So I said, we're going to wing it. So we're on a phone and a laptop. And I promise you, this is not going to happen. I'll pay whatever I got to pay to get the best program. So like I said, any TikTokers or YouTubers, podcasters, whatever, please let me know what program. OBS. I'm not using OBS. I don't even want, if I hear OBS again, we're done. Okay. I never want to hear those 3 letters together again. That was a nightmare.
Just malfunctioned today.
Yeah, I quit 3 times before up until like 7:59. I was walking out and I was like, I'm not doing this because this is not what I planned. But we winged it. I thought we did a good job. Much love. We got your back, Becky. I love her. I owe her a lot. She's actually doing great. It's just we got to get the tech part down, and we will. We'll have some moderators next time too. And it is 10 o'clock. We survived 2 hours. I hope I gave you guys a lot. Do your birth parents know? Apologies if it's not a good question or insensitive. Do my birth parents know? Oh, I think they think that I'm a Flanagan. I'm Dom's sister. It was Davion that was adopted. And you know what? I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak on behalf of everybody else. I know I can speak on behalf of like my sister Nikki or my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I can speak on behalf of some people, but the Flanagans, like that is something, when they're ready to tell their story, they will. I've reached out. They'll hopefully when they're ready, they will. I keep in touch. I just went to Davion's heavenly birthday party. I brought the kids so that my children could meet the Flanagans. I feel a strong connection. I just want my kids, like, I don't know. I feel a strong connection. Trauma bond, yeah. So yeah, we have a lot more to come. Share, subscribe, please. While you guys are you see stuff on the internet, shout my podcast out. Let's get the word out. And I'm going to keep this going. Next live, I'm going to go over more unheard truth from us that nobody knows, never been released. I'm going to go over more lies that were in the documentary from liars. I'm still going to tell the Shirillas, like, I don't want to talk bad about you guys, but like, please just tell your daughter, like, or Kenzie, I know that you're going to hear this one way or another, like, just stop the lies and stop letting people talk bad about my brother and the family to cover for yourself. It's selfish. It's terrible. You murdered my brother. You ruined our lives. I know you know this, like, but try to get some help. Find God. Say you're sorry. I feel like a child saying, say you're sorry. Like I'm talking to my kid, but like, I don't think people understand how much it would mean just to hear what really happened and then end it. We have another appeal. Where's my paper? 1 second. I have we got a letter at the house last week. You see the appeal letter around here?
I have it. I can pull it up on here for you. So go.
You don't even have to. So she we got a letter. That's okay, Beck.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't even want it. We got a letter last week that they her last appeal was denied, and she filed a new appeal right away. I will fill you guys in if you want to hear it. Keep liking, keep subscribing. I want to see more shares, please. I will fill you in about the appeal the whole way. I'll let you know everything that goes on, what it's about, how it goes, when we're preparing for it, what day it is. I'll tell you guys everything. I'm ready to. I've been silent for 4 years. I have not done any of this. I could go live from outside the courtroom. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to become, I love it. I was on somebody else's live yesterday and they just were like, talk good about your brother and, and let me have the floor. And I was like, wow, this is freaking awesome. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
So I will fill you guys in. There's a new appeal. You heard it here. I actually posted it a few days ago, but this being so chaotic, I even forgot to mention it. We got to go through a whole nother appeal. We have to wait for the hearing. We have to go through the hearing. We have to wait for the outcome. That could take 12 months. We have to wait and sit there and wait. And in the back of our head, think, oh my God, like, could there be some kind of weird technicality that my brother's murderer walks free and gets to get out and be famous? And like, it's a nightmare.
Not going to happen.
There could be a technicality, like anything. With the way my life goes, I'm telling you, anything can happen. So yeah, in the back of our heads, I'm saying, like, it's in the back of our heads until it's over with, and it won't ever be over because they will just keep filing appeals every time. And, if you guys cared about Dom or our family, like, you absolutely don't, man. The way you've acted is just terrible. If you cared at all.
Yeah, if he was her soulmate, treat him like he was her soulmate, please. That's it.
Do what's right, maybe morally. What do you guys think? No family should have to go through what your family is going. Man, it has been, I can't even put into words sometimes. Like, I've completely shut off reality. And I'm really good at disassociating and telling it like it's a book that I'm reading, but there's like before Dom and before the crash and after the crash, and it's like, even if something good's going on, then you stop and remember, oh yeah, but my fucking brother's gone. And then it takes you back to reality, and then you're like, it feels like somebody punches you in the throat and the stomach and the heart at the same time, and then gouges your face off. That's what it feels like at the same time. And then you got to worry about, I worry about everybody else's grief and how they're feeling, and everybody's just so depressed and different. This has changed so many of us permanently. I'll get into that too. But yeah, like my dad, for instance, I think he's changed. He's not himself. But could you be after losing a child? I want the old everybody back. My sister's changed. Like I this is not going well at all.
It's like what you said. It's like you have life before dawn and life after dawn. They're two completely separate lives.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys. I think I'm going. What do we have? We still have, I don't know if it's because our first night, we have still like 5,000 people in here, but I am getting tired. Oh, sorry. I'm getting tired and I have to get my kids. My kids get up at like 6 a.m. They're in a private school. And yeah, Dom's parents are separated.
They were before he was born.
Wonderful job.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I appreciate you guys so much. People are still joining too. Everybody that's joined late, I will post this, and I am doing this every Sunday at 8 o'clock for 2 hours. This is, I'm considering it's like a mini series we'll do of just completely breaking down everything that was in the documentary. A lot of misinformation. Let me stress again, I am not mad at Netflix. I am not mad at the production company, Raw. I am mad at the people that chose to lie in the documentary. I'm not mad at anybody else. Actually, it's whatever. I know that this is for everybody's entertainment. Like, I figured if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing now. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. I didn't see one nasty comment.
They came too fast. Yeah.
They came too fast. Well, I hope not, but I saw nothing but good things. I'll be on next Sunday. Every Sunday, 8 o'clock. Does that sound fair to everybody? Next one, we have so much more information and things to go over. But we'll do Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm in Cleveland. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Keep sharing, and I want a lot of people in here. I really don't want to just talk to a few. I really want the world to hear me. So please share. I feel like we have an army behind my brother and our family, and I love it. I feel like I can sit back and that you guys are actually defending my brother for me. I saw like a bunch of you guys doing that, and it has been such a big relief. I don't feel hopeless anymore or helpless. I felt very, very helpless the last 4 years, sitting back, not having any control over what is being said about my brother at all. And now I feel like we have a voice. Can you share some of his music? Yep. I'll have one of his best friends who he did music with, Blair. He does music himself. You guys look at his Instagram. He posts time to time him and Dom's music and stuff. His name is Blair Wallace. I think he goes by it's 4 Pints. Abby, can you drop, please, Blair's Instagram? He always changes them handles because he's constantly getting banned. If you're still in here, put his TikTok handle for everybody, but you can find music and stuff from him there. Also, wait, that just reminded me of something. Find that there. Blair, me and Blair are gonna collab on some. We do Dom shirts, so here's my Dom tattoo. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's my Dom tattoo. Okay, my Dom tattoo, my Dom bracelet, and then we have Dom shirts. We have Dom lighters. This I've had on my wrist for 4 years. I might have taken it off to like tan a few times or something. But I made these right after Dom passed for his 21st heavenly birthday. Dominic Anthony Russo. It says Zaza. So I've been asked all over the place for shirts and bracelets, replicas. So me and Blair, we're gonna collab on some shirts and get those done. I actually make them myself. So if you guys want those, I'm not trying to make money or anything, but I would love for my brother's face to be all over the world. I love every second of this.
That curly hair, I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's iconic.
And I actually designed this, the tattoo. So we made the shirts that look just like this. I cricketed them and I designed his face and stuff. I weeded it out and things like that and made it how I wanted it. And then I just took that and got tattooed. It was July 31st, 2023. Me and my sister got matching Dom tattoos. But yeah, I would love for everybody just have a bracelet. so that people know about him. That part is fantastic. That people know about him like that. What else? Real quick, guys, I didn't get into the cemetery, it burning down, the fire that happened with the cemetery. We upkeep Dominic's grave for the last 4 years. It is a sight to see. At night it lights up. There's thousands of flowers, solar things, pictures, plaques, memorabilias, prayers. Like, you can look online and see like what you can do for your loved ones, and we've done it all. Custom flags, solar things like that. It burned down, and I didn't get into that tonight, but my sister and stepmom, they started again we want to redo Dom's we want to redo the grave, and a lot of you are asking how you can send flowers and how you can donate to either help with the podcast expenses, or if you guys want to leave him flowers, you could. I'll put the GoFundMe in the chat now. You can look on my Facebook. Yep, we could drop a link in the description, but I'm going to drop it now. But people have been asking me left and right, how can they leave Dom flowers and stuff, or contribute or help us? Like, I'm trying, I don't want to get into the equipment, but the equipment issues, but yeah, I'll put it there if you want. GoFundMe or so, Dominic or so. I will also leave in the description. They have a foundation for Davion, a beautiful foundation. He wanted to be a barber, and the family started a scholarship fund for to pay barber students tuition, and I will drop that as well in the description after. I'll drop that, and then we'll drop everything when we're done. So thank you guys for that. Like I said, I've had a lot of people reaching out asking, and then Davion's as well. If you guys want to support in any way, that's the two ways. I'm eventually going to do a foundation for Dom. I think it's going to have to do with basketball. I would love to have him sponsor, or hit funds from a memorial for him, sponsor basketball teams, because that was my favorite thing to do, was to watch him play basketball. And now I wish he was here to watch my son play basketball. He helped my son learn basketball. Like, it's a huge part of our lives, and I would love to do that. The Dominators. Yeah, that's a great idea. So I'll leave Davion's too, and that as well. I have so much to go over with you guys. So much evidence that hasn't been heard. So many people that have things to say about the family. The truth behind everything. We have a lot to go over. We're all here for you. Thank you. Am I missing anything?
I think we're good, because we're still going to put up more videos for you guys this week. So just, if we did forget anything, we'll get it.
Yeah, I'm still going to put out pre-recorded videos as well. We post videos every weekly, with this podcast, and I'm going to every Sunday continue to do these lives where we can break this down live. Team Russo always love it.
Yes.
Thank you. That one girl, Melly, check her page out. I did an interview with her. She's been helping. She's covered the case for quite some time. And Lydia Patoma. Hi, Lydia. Did they release her Potts medical records in Cleveland court? No, I didn't think that they existed up until after the crash. The mom made the first report. So, shoot me a message, Lydia. I don't know what you're talking about, but, I would like to look into that. Love all of the support from all of you all over the world. I read my icebreaker was, where are you guys from? It's complete Ireland, Africa, England, Australia, Canada. It's all over the world. Team Russo, thank you guys. There was probably, I wish I could see how many comments were left. If anybody can somebody drop how many comments? Because there had to have been thousands that I was really trying to read, but I'll have a moderator next time. We'll be back Sunday. I hope so, because I have a lot to go over with you guys. That's it for tonight, I think. I still have
They're not
3,000 people in, huh?
They're not gonna leave.
Oh. Okay, so I guess I have to end this. I don't know how podcast works. I've never done this before.
They stay as long as you stay, honey.
Rosie's in the comments. Where is she in the comments? Would love to chat. Also, like anybody that Rosie, Landon, any of the Shrillas, like if you guys wanted to talk and apologize, I'll take that apology. I swear to God, I wasn't trying to be funny. She's laughing. I did not. I meant that with the complete seriousness that if they want to apologize, it's fine. I'll listen. Right? And
But I
that's
don't think
fine.
That's why they're talking.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. If they wanted to. Yes, you can Cash App anyone. That's fine too. I will drop that as well. And if you want it for something certain, if you're going to donate, I will leave the things everywhere. You could even leave like a note, I think, is an option. Like if you want flowers or a solar light, or like I can try to, when I go shopping, I can't wait to go shopping and get him new things. Rosie's TikTok is coming for me. Oh boy, here we go. Well, she's a liar. I'm sorry. I can't wait to see it. Bring it on. It doesn't have to be this way. Also, like I said, I will accept your apology. No, I don't know if I'll accept it, but I'll hear it. You guys message me. She's hiding in here. Okay, Jesus Christ. I'd like to see what she's saying, honestly. But you know what? Oh, here's another thing. Rosie, Landon, trolls. I don't read any of it. And actually, we're having a meeting here in the next couple of days. Nobody is going to be reading these comments except for yourselves. I will not be reading them. My family will not be reading them. And neither will either any of his friends. So you can say whatever you want. Trolls, Landon, Rosie, come for me. Do what you must. But we won't be seeing it because we're not going to be paying it any attention. So keep it coming. Yeah, you guys, I'll leave the Cash App if you want, or my Venmo. If you have something specific, like if you want fresh flowers or, I don't know, just to help with the podcasting, whatever, you write it. I'll do my best to, Rosie, you looked horrible on Netflix. I hope you get this apology. I really do too, because like I said, last night I was sitting there and I felt so bad. It just hit me all at once. And I was like, I feel so bad for the Shirillas. Like, it's not, is it their fault that she turned out to be a psychopath and took two people's life? I'm sorry. I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad for feeling bad. I wish I didn't. My family are going to say, yeah, a lot of people are like, stop that. Like, no, it shouldn't have been like this. Again, if for the music, check out Blair's Instagram. I think it's 4 Pints on Instagram. I'll put his stuff. I'll drop Blair's stuff too if you want to hear Dom's music. We're gonna collab on some shirts, like I said. But yeah, Dom's music and stuff. I'll send you guys to Blair. He can give you a little sample. Keep it coming. And you know what? If they do come for me, because I'm reading the comments, like that just goes to show how they are. Like if they were innocent, if she was innocent and anybody felt bad, she would be saying like, you guys know, leave them alone. She's right. She's absolutely right. That's what I'm waiting to happen. We'll see, because I've also dealt with narcissists personally, toxic relationship very personally. Abuse, things like that. Like some people that are that narcissistic and sociopathic, they don't see anything wrong with their actions. So will we ever get one? I don't know. But I'll take what I have right here. Like you guys and this support, I'll take it. Like, keep on liking, keep on subscribing. I really want to get the, let's keep Dom's memory alive and just help me get our voice louder. I know that they're going to retaliate. Like, I'm assuming that they're going to come for us. I was kind of prepared for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really just want an apology and we want the truth. I want people to know what's truth and what's not. I'll take a lie detector test if anybody doesn't believe me. We could all get together and talk. Like, I'm an open book, you know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show, you guys will see, the truth shall prevail. Am I right?
You were right.
I rarely am wrong, put it that way. Hence why she keeps appealing. She doesn't think she did anything wrong and thinks people will just believe her garbage. But yeah, then again, it's like, you would think that you would want us on your to feel bad. Whatever. And then
once you repeat a lie enough, you start to believe it's true. So maybe she is to a point where she thinks it's true.
maybe. Yeah, maybe. Still reading some comments. You guys, there's still like thousands of people in here, so I'm going to just finish reading a few more. Would I ever visit her in prison? No, not right now. Have I? No. If she said that she was sorry this whole time, pled guilty or whatever, was remorseful, I would be willing to talk to her. And I wish that's how it was, because I feel like I want to do whatever's right by Dom and her, like, as in God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not I'm not trying to be vindictive, bitter at all. I just want to do what's right, you know? And if she was truly remorseful, I would love to forgive her, because I don't want to have hate consume me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. I'm tired. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of this. My favorite memory of my brother. I don't know why, but I haven't been asked that yet. I've really funny. Okay, I'll just give you the first thing that came to my mind. My sister went into labor. Okay, and my sister had 3 like almost 11 pound babies. Okay, and we all had C-sections. We got small frames, right? So my sister goes into labor. She was the first of us to have kids, and she made Dominic an uncle for the first time. And let me tell you, Dominic was the best uncle. He was loved. He had so much love, okay? And vice versa. So my sister goes into labor. She had, a false water break or whatever, and we get through life like laughing and stuff. So first thing that came to mind was, so Nikki goes into labor, and my dad was like out camping, and it was all these false alarms, right? And he had the boys. He had Ange and Dominic, and Nikki kept having all these false alarms. Like, one minute she's having the baby and the next she's not. So he was out camping with the boys and me and my ex and stuff. And, oh, it's happening now. And then he'd drive to the hospital and it wasn't happening. She was actually in labor for like 10 days. Brutal labor. And while she was in labor, my dad brought Dominic into the room, like, to I don't know, to sit and keep my sister company. Like, and Nikki was like, Dad, like, I love you guys so very much, but I am in the middle of labor, and Dominic is like 9 years old. He looks scared to death. Like, what is going on? Like, waiting for the baby to come. He's young, you know what I'm saying? And we're just cracking up, like, my dad not even seeing anything a big deal about it. That's the first thing that came to my head. Like, and him just sitting there, like, yeah, just waiting for my niece. But yeah, my sister's right there having a baby. Like, he wasn't in there for the actual like C-section or see anything, but he was just right by our side through everything. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Also, you guys, I started writing a book before Dom passed, and it was going to be called My Effed Up Life. Hold on, I gotta screenshot something. Okay, so what was I saying, Beck? I'm sorry, I was reading a comment. I was starting to write a book before he passed, and it's like, hi, I'm Christine Russo. I am one of 7. And then I go into all my siblings. And then Dom passed a couple months later, and I scratched it. And I was like, I obviously have to restart because my life took a turn for the worse. But like, I am really, really funny. And I don't know. I think like we're just in entertaining. So I was like, you know what? Maybe podcasting is my thing. I don't know. And I love that I have a platform now to do this. All right, everybody. Thanks for all the comments and all of the support. Has she had any episodes since she's been in jail? No. And we will talk to the people that she's been in prison with this week. I have so many people that are calling me to come on the podcast and talk. Yeah, so all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm exhausted. There's still thousands of people in here. I'm gonna say good night. Thank you guys. I can't stress. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea what it means. Have a good night. It was nice talking with all of you. I'll see you guys Sunday at 8:00, and then throughout the week I am gonna post pre-recorded episodes. But we will be live again this time, ready to rock. I promise. Becky, right? We're gonna find the best program out there. Sunday, 8:00. Yeah, Jumpsuit Pablo. I forgot to even real quick. That man was so kind. He gave me his platform to try to talk about my brother. He's been covering Dom's story for years now, and that guy is he was so nice. I was really happy to have met him and worked with him. I'm looking forward to. We're actually gonna hopefully talk again. Same thing with like Melly and Jumpsuit. If you guys know any other TikTokers, YouTubers that want to network and collab, send them my way. Send them me. Let me know. Yeah, he is amazing. Thank you guys. I'm not giving up. I almost quit today with the malfunctions, but I won't. But I really, really, let's get Kim K to support. I love that. I really love that. Dom's Law. Yep. All right. Good night, everybody. I hope you have a great evening. Be safe. And I'll talk to you guys soon. If I can find out how to end this. Oh my God. Good night, guys.